everyone, and welcome to another episode of Fahrenheit TV. April is National Poetry Month, and it's a time for us to celebrate the art of the verse. Poetry has a way of making words blossom into deeper thoughts. It gets us emotional. It gives us a chance to hear our unique stories, and moreover, it makes us feel something. Well, tonight, we have a word for you. I'm so honored and thrilled to have the Amanda Shea in the house as our extraordinary guest, and a group of talented artists that are going to bring so much great energy to our stage. You're going to be snapping all the way. Coming to you live at BNN Studios in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay tuned. Fahrenheit TV. Fahrenheit TV is a live monthly variety show that showcases people's greatness through narratives and artistic expression. We're back this summer to bring you more live, sizzling talk and entertainment to uplift your soul. Tune into our live episodes here on BNN TV or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to follow us on social media to keep up with all our latest news. We hope that you'll tune in. Hi everyone, welcome again to another episode of Fahrenheit TV. I hope you're in great spirits on this Thursday night. I know I am. I am so thrilled and honored to have the Amanda Shea in the house tonight. Let me tell you, so I first got to witness this great talent, this blessed soul at a poetry slam, and like her energy in the room, the way she was able to just grab everybody's attention, but not only because of, you know, like the things she was saying, but because of her, like her effortless swag, like the way that she'd just be on the mic and she'll just be spitting. And she also has a way of just grabbing your attention to make you feel like you're also wanted and needed in the room. And because of that and all of her great work in the community, I'm just so honored to have her finally on Fahrenheit TV so you guys can learn more about her story and be inspired. So further than least, let's introduce Amanda Shea. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Queen.
Thank you for having me.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, as do you.
Oh, thank you. And I know you're super busy. Every time I'm on my Instagram, I'm like, oh my gosh, Amanda's here, Amanda's there. Like, you're on tour, you do so much. So, like, really, we really are really thrilled to have you on the show.
Thank you
for taking the time.
Thank you for having me. I'm so nervous.
Oh.
And I'm getting over being sick, so.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's that season.
It's going around.
I know. So,
I don't typically have allergies or nothing, but.
Yeah. I know, as you get older, man. But at least, you know, you're looking great. You're looking
Thank
flawless.
You.
As
you
know,
says,
doing your thing. Well, I'm so excited again to have you on the show. And, you know, I never really got to know, like, your story. So, again, I see you all over the city. You host so many events. You produce open spaces for artists so they could also, you know, express themselves. And I'm always like, did she always dream of, like, becoming, like, a full-time artist? Can you take us back to, like, when you were 10 years old? What was, like, your dream? You know, to like, what did you want to be when you grew up?
That's such a great question. It changed so much. I think when I was 8, I said to my mother, I was like, I'm going to be the first Black American U.S. president.
Yes,
woman
yes,
president.
yes.
And she just like looked at me like, you sure? And I was just like, yes, I want to do this. Then I thought I was going to be the next Dominique Dawes, who was the first African-American to make it to the U.S. Olympics as a gymnast.
No, I remember her. She used to just be, before, you know, she was inspired Simone and all these, and Gabby. I'm like, yo, Dominique was like,
yeah, people don't
she was it.
Yeah, people don't, you got to do research.
Dominique is what's up. She's a legend.
Is. Yes. So I grew up, I'm showing my age, but that's who I was looking up to, and I was like, this is what I want to do. Unfortunately, my parents didn't really foster that gymnastics career. And, you know, I always been writing though. So like, I knew I wanted to do something, whether it was like dance or gymnastics or something with art.
Something in the arts, yeah.
Yes, I knew it.
So what made you gravitate towards poetry?
That's even a better question. So, like I said, I've always been writing, but I think it was when I moved here to Boston in 2006, and I met up with a crew called Club Hope, that is now Hope Inc. At RCC, Roxbury Community College.
Shout out.
And we hosted open mics all the time on campus, and just doing that for so many years, and teens against gun violence, and working at Springfield College and taking Hope Inc. into those types of spaces, like it was always something that I was interested in, but I didn't think I was gonna be able to do myself.
So you never thought of yourself as a performer?
No.
You just love making the events and the spaces.
Yes,
Wow.
like I like being a part of that, like, you know, getting community, bringing people together, bringing people out. Like I was always great at like outreach, and like I like being in the room because I love art, but I never anticipated being a performer. But
wow.
when I watched Risha Green, Matt Gannum, Didi Delgado, Nava the Butterfly, Free, D Ruff, Amber, Sublime, Love, like when I see them performing, like they put so much emotion and rawness into their work as performers. And shout out Matt Gannum, because he was the one who really like got me into wanting to perform about the stuff that I was writing about addiction. My ex-husband, unfortunately, got hooked to drugs, and because of that, we ended up going through a really messy divorce.
I'm so sorry to hear about that.
No, thank you. We're in a really good space though now.
Good. That's
so
good.
He's
That's
been
good.
2 years clean, so I'm really proud of him.
That's awesome.
So he's doing amazing. But yeah, like doing it, just talking about that and writing about that and seeing Matt put so much into his work and talking about what it was like to be an addict. It was the first time it gave my ex-husband a voice to see like what that side was, because I could only see from my perspective my suffering, watching his suffering.
Yeah,
you know.
So you got to hear his unique story about it and how it feels to go through it and be in that. That's awesome. And I'm assuming that was very therapeutic for him and you.
It definitely was, and that inspired me, like watching Risha Green and these people command space and be able to be so vulnerable in their work, and people like really relate to it, especially me. Like I was like, they're telling my whole life.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of want to make that impact.
So do you remember like the first poem you wrote? Do you remember like the topics? You said like, you know, things you were going through. Do you remember what it was about, or like how you felt when you first went on and like performed it in front of a group of audience of people?
I was super scared. I actually, honestly, before I even started like performing, I was thrusted in this like host life for Hope Inc.
Yeah.
We hosted an open mic at Dudley Cafe.
You're so good at it though. You really are such a great host. That's how I met you, like hosted, and I saw you on mic. I'm like, yo, she's just like so dope at this.
Thank you. Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I was trash at first. Like, if you think that, you should have saw me in the beginning. Like, that was so, oh my gosh, it was so bad. I was so nervous because I'm like, this ain't my thing. I can talk to people face to face and I can talk in a group, but when all eyes are on you and you have to control like that energy and keep the vibe going and the mood.
Yeah, it's intimidating.
It's a very intimidating position to be in.
Well, you do it so well. That's awesome. So do you
practice?
Practice makes perfect. So do you did you just continue to keep performing about those similar topics? Is there any other like topics that you would write about in your poetry?
Now I'm more like social injustice or social justice, like anything that has to do, you know, with poverty, addiction, gentrification. Identity is huge right now for me. And it was because of Be Heard. I went on tour with them.
I love Be Heard. Yes.
They're amazing.
They are. They're so talented. Oh my gosh.
They're so amazing. I've been working with them for a year, and they really challenged me as an artist. It was the first time that anybody had told me to like kind of prompt write. And write about issues that were really, really, really super personal. Like the addiction was a little bit easier because it was like, it was through my lens, but talking about somebody else.
Yeah. So it's a little different.
So it was different, but this time it was like, no, we need to talk about your identity. What do you identify as? And that was really, really challenging because I had to do it really fast because we were going on tour in like literally 4 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
I had to write 3 new pieces. I needed to memorize them as well, and they had to mean something. And not to say that any of my other pieces have never meant anything, but like for me, I was like, if I'm gonna put my all into this, this has to be like my 100% truth. Like I gotta go back to like childhood and think about what I went through, and that was difficult for me, but I was able to do it. And I think one of my signature pieces that came out of that is Origin, where I talk about, which you'll hear.
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear that later. Give people a sneak.
You'll hear.
Yes.
But yeah, like that's what speaks to me right now is more like going deeper into my own self.
And figuring out who Amanda is and like letting the world see that. Well, I think she's beautiful, man. Wow, because we've only seen a little glimpse of her. So we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to dive deeper into Amanda's world and learn about what she's doing in the community. So stay tuned.
It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. Changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Fahrenheit TV. Into another episode of Fahrenheit TV. We are sitting with the wonderful, the talented Amanda Shea and learning more about her story as an artist and a poet and a very active community member. So before our break, you were telling us a little bit about how you got into poetry and how you found yourself and how you're continually kind of finding yourself through your writing and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I know that you're a very, hip hop lover. I am as well. I know you can go, yes. So sometimes when I think of poetry, especially like old school hip hop, to me, it was very poetic. It was very real. A lot of the things they were talking about, it was, to me, it has poetry in it because it's like deep. It has a story. It's not just something to make you, bop and listen to at the club, which I love. But, I love when I'm able to hear someone's story or something deeper than anything I could imagine. So, like, are there any, like, lyricists that you love, either living or an ancestor that you really look up to? I know that's might be a little hard question because there's so many of them.
Where do I start? Wow. Well, when you first started talking about, old school hip hop and storytelling, I think of Tupac and I think of Biggie.
Yes.
Like, I know that's like the cliche answer, but like, for real, like, I like art and I like music and lyricists that can kind of like take me on a journey. Like, I'm a very visionary person.
Same.
So when I can follow the words and make up the story and see it like clearly in my head as if I'm reading a book, for me that speaks to me like volumes.
Exactly.
So I would definitely name them too. We're talking about music and I was just having this conversation. I was like, Shea and Anita Baker, and I feel like I'm gonna miss somebody. I even got some local faves.
Of course. Tell us your local faves. We gotta support our local.
Red Shades.
Shout out to Oompa.
I got Brandy Blaze.
Yes.
Cliff Notes.
Cliff.
Mac Miller saved my whole life with his last album. So his songs be taking me all types of different places.
No, I love that because to me, I'm a hip hop lover and I know a lot of it has changed, but I love when people do the storytelling. Like you're just talking about Biggie and Tupac. I'm like, I was listening to Juice this morning. I was listening to Brenda Has a Baby yesterday. You know what I mean?
Great
but like
songs.
you're saying, like it's visionary. You could imagine, even without seeing a music video, it's almost like you're creating it yourself. Like, oh, I can see what they're telling me about. So that's dope. So random questions. So if you were to hypothetically either write a song or make a book or create a book, who would be your co-producer and why?
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, if they're like, oh, Amanda, I need you to come to the studio and drop a verse real quick. Or Amanda, I want you to just write a little something in this upcoming New York Times best-selling book. Like, who would you want to be your co-producer or your co-publisher or whoever?
Woo! Wow, music. Okay, so low-key, high-key. So I just made my first song ever.
What? Already? How did I know?
I don't know how you knew.
It's like, the universe told me to ask this question. Yeah.
And I actually co-produced it with the people that are in the other room, so.
Guys, sometimes I really don't know how I be knowing, but I be knowing sometimes.
I think you had a feeling. You definitely had a feeling.
That's awesome, though. Tell us more about that.
Wow. So that's brand new. I'm just trying to see things out.
Feel it out and see where you're going. That's awesome.
It's weird, like quitting my job as an accountant 2 years ago and going from a very high salary to, dollars.
No, I understand, yeah.
It was a really tough decision and you know, I'm a mom. I have 2 children, a 15-year-old named Eric. Hi, Eric. He's
Oh,
watching.
shout out to Eric. How do you
11.
have a 15-year-old?
Jaden. Hi, Jaden.
Wow, black don't crack. Oh my
It
God.
sure don't. Hi, mama. That's my mama, you know.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
just-
Shout out to the kids. Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So when I made that decision, it was really, really difficult, but I was like, I have to do this because this is what's speaking to me. I was managing Anson Raps at the time, who is an amazing, talented person, and just introduced me to so many different things, and like we really like delved into art, like all aspects of it. So I thank him for that, because that's what was like, okay, this has to be full time, and you have to see what this is gonna do for you. Like,
That's
take
awesome.
yourself serious, which in turn inspired my children to be more artistic as well.
Sure, of course.
So it's a beautiful thing, but it was, yeah, it was a lot.
No, I think that's beautiful. Like you said, your kids definitely they're lucky to have a mom like you that goes after her dream. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
I think that's really inspiring, and it's really hard.
Scary.
Yeah. Any advice you would give to like upcoming artists who probably want to do the same but are afraid? To,
Just
like,
face your
take-
fear.
Yes.
That's it. Where's the camera? Face your fear. Just do it. I don't ever want to go through life thinking, what if?
Yes.
You know, and even if that means I'm gonna struggle, even if that means I have to go through a lot of sacrifices, I feel like it's worth it. Like, to me, it's worth it. So just face your fear. That's probably the best advice I could give anybody.
That's awesome. Wow. This is why I
Oh, the
respect
book,
you.
the book,
Yes,
the
yes,
book,
yes.
the book, the book.
Tell us about the book.
I don't know, but I just want Oprah to just, you know, holla.
Yes,
like, can
yes.
you just put me on your book club? Like, no, seriously, Toni Morrison.
Oh my God, Toni Morrison. She's a legend. That
Please?
would be awesome. Yes. Let's make that happen. Put it into
Put
the
it in the
universe.
universe?
Yes.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh my God. So this is gonna be, we already know about the album and then the future book. I hope I'm at the book signing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh no,
Yeah,
sis,
yeah.
you have a first invitation. What
thank
you
you.
mean?
I'm so
gonna be
excited.
like, you remember we was talking about this, and
I'll
we
bring my
put it
Fahrenheit
into-
cup,
We
like, girl,
we
remember?
manifested
Yes,
it
we
here
made it happen.
together.
Yes.
Exactly.
So thinking about like how, like I admire your hustle a lot, especially because you always are in the community and you're not only, you know, making spaces for other artists to thrive, but you're always like just in good like company and good environments, and you're doing so much in the world.
Thank
and
you.
I'm always thinking about community, and I thought about the Shirley Chisholm quote that she said, "Service is the rent that you pay for room on this earth." And I was like, you know, I know that definitely has to like, you know, speak to you in a way, but I was also thinking about community leaders. Like I look up to you as a community leader.
I appreciate
And I'm
that,
thinking
wow.
about like even like our past community leaders that might not be in this city. Like I'm thinking about the recent passing of Nipsey Hussle. And I'm like, you know, it's so important to give back to the community and like build community. So what do you think about that like quote and, you know, that responsibility, especially as an artist, a full-time artist?
Thank you for
course.
saying all of that. Like,
Yeah. I feel it. I mean it. You really are a community leader. You are.
I really appreciate that. Interestingly enough, I feel like I'm not doing enough.
What?
Ironically, I know, but I don't. I feel like while we're here on this earth, we have to walk in our truths, and we really need to find our purpose. And I've always felt like being supportive of people is my purpose.
Yes.
I feel like as a child, I didn't feel that. I love my mama, she watching, but she knows. Like, I didn't feel always supported in everything that I wanted to do. And I'm an Aquarius, so I be out here. Like, we free thinkers. Like, I would just be like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, But I didn't feel that support. So I feel like if one person supports what you're doing, it can make, like, the difference.
Yes.
That one person telling you, like, no, you are capable of this, I believe in you, and support you through that, you'd be amazed how many people will thrive.
Yes.
For me, I feel like I've gained so much from Boston. I'm not from here. I moved here from Providence, Rhode Island. I don't really subscribe to a place because I feel like I'm a child of the universe.
Yes, yes.
So so I moved here from Providence in 2006, and ever since I've been in Boston, I've gotten the most history. I've gotten the most culture. I've been blessed with so many good people around me who are very like-minded and have really good hearts and happen to be just really multi-talented. And this city just breathes that.
It does.
And it's not just Boston, it's like all of Massachusetts, right? So I feel like my job is I know people, right? So connect people.
Yes.
If I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, why wouldn't I? We do that for family, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
go call cousin Juju. He got that tow truck that, you know, Uncle Paul needed when he had that situation.
Yeah.
We do that. Like, that's our nature.
So support is really important. Yes, it is.
And I feel like we are here in this realm of earth and in human existence. Why it takes nothing for us to give back. Wow. No. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah. All you have to do is support and really support, not just like, you know, repost stuff, but show up at events, you know, tell your friends about, you know, things your friends are doing and, you know, support people like Amanda Shea who are doing stuff in the community.
Thank you.
But it's real. I respect that and I agree 100% because that's how you make community by, you know, supporting each other and we keep growing and building together. So I think that's dope. So, I mean, like, wow, there's so many things. So can you tell us about like, what you're working on now and like, you know, things for the future, like how we could support you?
Wow.
I know you're busy. You're like, there's so many things going on, but.
I would just say support one another. What I've been seeing, which is really, really beautiful, is everybody kind of like unifying. Like circles and people are like chaining up together and like really collaborating. So that's beautiful. But everything you just said, like, I always tell people, like, don't support me, support what the platform you see me on. So if you see me hosting, like, shout out to the Lab Showcase. They're amazing. They're based out of Everett. It's a dance, spoken word, open mic, showcase. Like, it's really a production in essence. They film it, they give you clips. Oh, wow. It's just an amazing platform. It's a really good way for artists to, like, meet dancers, and dancers will ask, like, yo, it's me a track so I could do it. So it's amazing. I'm up in Brockton on Monday at the Strictly Poetry event. Nice. I try to like just be in different spaces because I feel like that is what brings everybody together. For sure. Obviously resharing, but support the platforms. If you see I'm hosting something, even if you can't make it out, if you want to share it, tell your friends that potentially could make it. One thing that I do, because I feel like in the city there's so much going on at one time, especially on the weekends. Oh yeah. There's 5 different things, so just buy a ticket to a couple of things, like, and say, hey, you know, if it's $10 to get in and you can't physically be there, say I could buy a ticket, maybe you could raffle it off, or I could buy a couple tickets. That's a great idea. You could raffle it off, or give them to people that are on your like wait list or guest list, or whatever it is, or invite press or something. Do something. Like, there's so many other ways than just like also just money. It's word of mouth. Word of mouth is still like the guerrilla marketing like tactic of all time that still works. It is. Yes. I drive Lyft for like a living now because I'm between gigs, and this for me is super flexible, but I'm meeting people all the time. And with that being said, they're people from everywhere. So it's like, I'm giving them people's Instagrams. Yeah. I'm playing Notebook P's music in the car. You're a marketing professional. No, but it's awesome. No, that's the best way to, like you said, word of mouth and just spread what people are doing. I think that's awesome. It's real easy. I mean, also, I feel like the easiest way for me to do that too is like my stories on Instagram. If you really want to know what's going on, I post everything and anything. So you're not going to just see events that I'm in. You're going to see events that are happening all over the city. People now are like so beautiful because like they send me stuff and they're like, hey, can you post this up in your story? And I'm like, word, that saves me a little bit of time. Yeah, it does. You know, moving around and trying to find out. But like, support is free. And when you see something, post it up, share it. Yes. Real love. That's it. That's awesome. That's it. That's it. You know what that is? That's it. I'm just looking at people who don't know it. I was like, that's it. Well, I'm so excited because you're going to be performing in a few. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to see and some of the people that are going to be on our stage with us? Yes. Oh my gosh. So I am just so blessed. So really quick story. I went to this event for New Kitchen that they opened up in Somerville. My friend Ryan had hit me up and was like, hey, there's this new restaurant. Can you come and just sample some food? And I'm like, sure, say no more. They got a vegetarian menu, pescatarian menu. I'm there. So I went and I saw a couple of friends. Shout out Oliver from Be Heard, who's also like on the tour, dancer, amazing person. There was Sean Wire, Capella, and Karim. They were all on the bill, and Rickey was playing, and I watched Rickey Never worked with Capella or Sean before, I don't believe. And they played him like the songs.
Oh, wow.
And he started playing like the keys and the guitar and the cajon.
You're like, whoa.
I'm like, wait, you just learned that. Like, how are you doing this? So
that's talent.
And yes, and Karim can sing. So I had asked them, I said, you know, I want to do something different. Spoken word is absolutely everything to me. I love it. But I do want to add something to it, something a little bit more, whether it be call and response or whether it be some kind of music. I love music. I'm always at hip hop shows.
Yes, yes, yes.
Like, so
it's
like,
in your soul.
I wanna infuse the two. Jill Scott is like everything to me. So when you see what I'm gonna do, you're gonna see like some of the influences like that influence me. But then Eva Davenport is absolutely amazing, and so is MaryAnn Murray. And when I first saw them two, I was just like, the same reaction I had when I saw Karim. I'm like, whoa.
I know, like I saw a glimpse of the vocals, and I'm like, whoa, take me aback. Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah, so
I just felt it.
Yeah,
Yes.
they gonna take you places. So individually, they're just talented.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky is amazing, and I've only been working with him for like 5 or 6 weeks.
Wow.
And what we've been able to like cultivate between the both of us is really organic.
It is.
It's stuff like, I don't want to cry because we was up late last night. Our jam session, it like turned into like something
Deepness, yeah. You know, when artists get in the room, that's just what happens.
6 hours later. But it was beautiful, and it's just really cool to just bond with people on a deeper level. And like Karim, like I fall in love with people for real.
Yeah, you
all
do.
the time. Like, and every day I fall in love with someone new every single day. And last night I was able to fall in love with them for real. And it's just beautiful. And I fell in love with Eva, and I fell in love with MaryAnn when I first met her too. So it's just been really cool. And I'm just blessed that they would even want to do this with me.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
First
so
time
blessed.
ever, so
Oh my
like,
God.
yeah.
No, it's gonna be dope. Like I already feel, again, I got a glimpse of it. I was like, oh,
Thank you.
Yeah, there go my soul. All right. And I know that this audience, you're gonna love this. It's gonna be full of love, great energy. I mean, so much talent. Like this stage is about to be on fire. Like it's gonna be like, but poetically, you know,
Yes,
poetically.
you know, the snaps.
It's gonna be dope. So last question before we witness the greatness on stage.
Oh,
How
thank
can
you.
people reach you if they want to get in contact with you, Amanda?
Best way is just hit me up.
Yes.
Like DM me, inbox me. My phone number and my email are apparently not that hard to find, come to find out.
But we have your IG, so people can
yes,
check on your IG.
you can check on my IG. I'm Amanda Shea all day. Shea like the butter.
Yes.
Shea like the butter.
Baby. Yes.
We're on TV, so I can't really.
I know, and then I was like, ooh, it's not.
All right. That's the jam.
Yes.
That's the John,
It is.
as the kids say. And you can find me on Facebook at Amanda Shea. My Twitter is Amanda Shea. Everything is really Amanda Shea.
Awesome, awesome. Well, guys, we're about to witness some greatness on the stage from a group of talented artists. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. We have a short break for you, and then we're going to witness some magic.
On page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So,
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Fahrenheit TV.
I asked my mother, why wasn't I born white? The look on her face as if I slapped her with the years of oppression she's faced. She replied, never say that again. My father, a strong, black, proud man, goes to the store, comes back with a kit to help me assimilate. As he sits me on the chair, he pulls out a jar of white cream. This was the beginning. As he applies the smelly chemical to my hair, I'm reminded of all the white girls in class asking me why my hair wasn't straight like theirs. Why is my hair so curly? As I slick back my hair, only to display my waves similar to my ancestors' journey, I was embarrassed, yet this cream would allow my hair to be straight, the ability to blend in. One of only 3 black kids in my entire elementary school being called names like porch monkey and the N-word. Growing up in Cape Cod, the arm on a map of a country that never embraced me in a hug, I didn't belong. Going to my grandmother's house at age 11 in South Carolina didn't help. I learned of the bigotry within my own family tree. No black blood allowed on these leaves. Portuguese bloodline was not supposed to be mixed with anything to remain pure. My genes were contaminated with black blood, so I'll never fit. Portuguese heritage was never to be taught to me, no culture, no family values, no musical roots. Why does my family reject me? Grandma called me her brown sugar baby, obsessed with my skin tone. She embraced me because she broke the lineage chain when she made my mother with that black man. My grandmother died before I ever got to ask her why she decided to make my life harder. I'm now in a household full of all white faces and I'm displaced. My school is predominantly black, dismissed by my own people due to my white proper voice. How do you sound white? How do you sound black? Color has no sound. If it did, what would that even sound like? Yellowbone is now my new nickname, along with Oreo and Mulatto. I'm now not black enough. My hair is too straight. No coils for my fingers to wrap around. Why do they discriminate against me? Haven't we, black people, faced enough? I'm tired of disparities, light skin versus dark skin, field versus house. They want me to be pro-black though. According to them, I'm whitewashed. Colors should only be separated in washing machines. When will this cycle end? I just want to be accepted from both races. I am enslaved in my own skin. They tell me to go back home. But my body is my home. Why would I want to leave? Escapism isn't a choice for this vessel. I just want to belong. My smile is something I tend to hide. Hide it from the world, even though I love to laugh. Laughing forces its way into one. So I cover it. Cover it like the wounds I wish I had the courage to dress. Genetics, my mom says. Her side of the family weren't lucky to have good teeth. Maybe that was in our DNA, to not be lucky. Imperfect. Imperfect teeth we use to tell ourselves lies, to help us grin behind clenched teeth of our own family history. Restorative treatment is impossible when the ones to address are deceased and never liked flossing. Pulling out the leftovers to discard, going too deep that you bleed. White and bright red always make me anxious and scared. I hate exposing my teeth. My front two are crooked. They remind me of my biological father rotting in jail, like the back tooth in my mouth, removed it because of the decay, pulled it out, caused so much pain. The gaping hole matches my great-grandfather's gap smile. Wonder if he felt like having a space there didn't make him feel whole. Brace yourself to feel whole. When society tells you to smile, that is usually what first impressions are based on. I typically don't care about impressions. I understand that they can always be filled with overcompensation, hitting nerves of hostility from my family's hesitance of getting over our lineage. Worried about my unaligned teeth and not my spirit. Never liked fake anything, so I'm impartial. So we cross bridges, bridges of hope that one day we can fully smile and actually mean it. Deprivation. We can't breathe. Hands up, don't shoot. Please. I have no weapon. Freeze. All I have is my voice. Chalk lines, caution tape. We hail cabs that won't stop. Too dark, too late. They don't feel safe. Go to college, obtain 2 degrees, still treated like second-class citizens. No identity, yet check the ethnicity box. Assume labels, single mothers, deadbeat dads, welfare checks. Do you even have a job? European names like Amanda and Gregory guarantees interviews. Looks of disappointment once they see you. We've been lied to. This country isn't ours. Go back home, practice patriotism. Anger, stomach aches, bubbles like warm shaken soda. Smile, hide your pain. College shirts, iron pants, we still get slaned. Proper English, urban dictionaries. Puppets, not people, minstrel shows. Humans, detained like animals. Jail cells, reminiscent of animal cages. Unfair and unequal wages. No pride left. We're dead inside. We all just want to feel alive.
but I also wanted to give a chance to get to know these talented artists on the stage. So can you guys, well, give a hand of applause, hand of applause. I just wanted to ask you, can you introduce yourself and, you know, how long you've been an artist and how we can support you and follow you?
Yeah, so I'm Ricky Thomas. I'm a keyboard but multi-instrumentalist here in Boston. My IG is really Ricky, I swear. I'm working with these beautiful folks, and who knows what else? There's a lot in the future.
That's awesome.
Yes, awesome. My name is Eva Davenport. You can find me at Lyrics by Eva on Instagram or evadavenportmusic.com. Yeah, I do R&B soul around Boston, and I have a show this Sunday, the last Sunday of every month at Juice and Jazz Cafe, and I'll be doing a bunch of different stuff around Boston, so check me out.
Right.
Hi, my name's MaryAnn Murray. MaryAnn Murray Music on Instagram. I have my EP that I just released, and I'm a singer from the Boston area. Yes. It's called Realm. You can stream it everywhere. Nice. You can also follow me on Instagram if you want. Links in my bio. Yes. I also have a show coming up at the Middle East, May 20th. If you guys are down, come through.
Yes, come
it's
through.
going to be fun, and thank you guys all for having me here, by the way.
Of course.
My name is Karim. I'm from Roxbury, so I'm home.
Yes.
I just put out an EP. It's called Humanity.
Yes.
HUMANITY, and you can find it on all streaming platforms. Yeah, spell Karim, Karim, and you can follow me on Instagram at unsolicited_thoughts_.
Awesome. So I hope you guys will definitely support these beautiful, talented artists. Thank you so much again to Amanda Shea. Our next episode will be May 23rd, so please tune into another episode of Fahrenheit TV. But I also hope that these artists will come back on the stage, hopefully one day, so we get to know them even more. But I want to get off the stage and just give it back to the talented folks, so I'm just going to make my way over there, and they're going to give you some more magic. Have a great night.
That was called Humanity, which is also the title track. So,
anything you want to do? Some acapella? I'm gonna just sing something real. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna do this ballad I wrote acapella. Yeah, sure. So I'll do the first part of my. All right, cool. You said, come over, we need to talk. Today you said you needed to be over, but you wanna stay. Yeah, but you wanna stay. You said, come over, we need to talk. Today you said you needed to be over, but you wanna stay. But you wanna stay. Want to do something else?
I have one song out, Bang Bang, right now.
Do it.
Gave you my heart and a bullet, you, babe. You held that gun right next to it. And bang, bang, and bang, bang, goes the trigger. I gave you my heart and a bullet. You, baby, you held that gun right next to it. And bang, bang, and bang, bang, goes the trigger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we can just keep singing.
I know, whatever you want. We keep going. Yeah, put on some. Let's do a little soul cypher moment. Yeah.
Do y'all know Unstoppable by Leanne LaHavis?
I know. Which song?
Unstoppable by Leanne LaHavis.
Kinda.
Like a background. Do a background.
Hey, yeah, hey.
Yes. Like to thank Fahrenheit TV for having me.
It is a good day in the neighborhood. We be chilling out, hanging out, doing the goods. You know it, Amanda Shea. She interviewed today. Hey, gotta show a thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Fahrenheit TV, getting so fly with me. Chilling back. Karim, MaryAnn, my name is Eva. That's that. Woo! Okay.
I love it. Yes. The sherbet background. Yes.
Fahrenheit TV. Fahrenheit TV.